The world title tournament continues, and we get the return of the tribal chief, the big dog, Roman Reigns. Surely this show had to be good. Yes, no, it wasn't good. In fact, it was a botch-filled mess. We started botching at the very beginning, and we pretty much just followed through with lots of botches, lots of just like random strange like matches, and some of the worst acting you will ever see in the form of Bianca Belair. So yeah, we will start where WWE started, and that is with the entrance of the Rated R Superstar. Thought it was a bit weird that Edge was coming out first, but it actually turns out Edge came out last, and the AJ Styles and Rey Mysterio were not even getting an entrance for this world title tournament match. So I mean, what kind of like understanding is that setting? You know, straight away you tune into SmackDown. This is supposed to be important. They're going to crown a new world heavyweight champion, and all of a sudden 2 out of the 3 people are just standing in the ring like fucking jobbers. So they got like the local fucking I'm about to lose to almost treatment here, or I'm about to lose to Fear My Hand. Literally, the show starts and they're already standing in the ring. It's supposed to be a world title match. Where's the entrance and you've got the commentators putting the match over, putting the competitor over? We get none of that. AJ, Rey Mysterio, for all we know, they just spawned magically in the ring. And you would think that would just tell you who's winning this match, but hell no.
Hell no, but I'll tell you what, I think Edge might have been scripted to win this match, and the McMahon went, fuck it, make it Styles, because the ending was horrendous.
Oh, I forget about the ending, let's talk about the beginning. I want to talk about the beginning.
With 4 matches, right, why can't we have entrances?
Were they really that pushed for time?
No.
I can tell you what, there was a few things that should have got scrapped for this fucking show if they were pushed for time. I mean, Bianca Belair literally wasted about 10 minutes. How much time did they waste setting up the ring as well? Just for her to come out and get shit sprayed in her face.
Oh, she was shit.
But anyway, we'll talk about that later on. I mean, again, not to get entrances, I just don't understand it.
This match was bad.
This match was bad. It was kinda, I mean, I enjoyed watching 3 people that know, 3 legends in the wrestling business, but I mean, the match itself, it was, I mean...
Is it safe to say that everything sloppy came when Edge was involved, or was it...
Kind of was, like, I'm not going to lie. Edge did not bring
your A game.
Because I ain't bringing mine. I don't have my A game anymore. No, yeah.
I know Beth's the man of the family, but Edge fucking wrestle like a man.
No, this match was pretty poor. It was nice to see 3 people that know how to wrestle. And, you know, they use psychology, and, I mean, it's been a while since we actually seen that, and they were actually selling moves. I mean, that aspect was good, but there was just so many maneuvers that didn't look quite right, so many strikes that just didn't really have that sort of impact, or, you know, that sort of, like, just velocity. Just a lot of it looked sluggish. A lot of it looked like the match was happening underwater, and that they were moving in slow motion. I mean, especially at the beginning as well, just some bumps where they weren't really landing correctly, and everything just looked awkward. But I think it's fair to say they saved the worst spot for last. 100%.
Yep, Edge dives, Rey Mysterio dives onto Edge, and Rey's going for like a DDT or something. Or is he?
No, he's going for like, I don't know, a splat. I don't fucking know what he's going for, but Edge is going for a spear. But neither man seems to hit their move, and like Rey Mysterio's midsection kind of just grazes Edge's shoulder.
And Edge sits there for about a second and a half and goes, well, that was fucking shite.
And we don't know whether we should call it as a offensive move for Rey or a counter from Edge, but it was just random as fuck, and no man really reacted positively or negatively. It was just like a big cluster, and then AJ Styles springboards into action, hits a phenomenal forearm on Edge, and gets the 1, 2, 3. So there you go.
Imagine if Styles like did his quad and fell off the ropes. That would have just
hung himself in the ropes. Mick Foley still lost the deal. I almost lost a fucking couple of eyeballs watching this match. Look, there was some parts that looked okay, and it was, like I said, it was cool seeing 3 legends in the ring. But I mean, this match 15 years ago, this match would have been,
20
as Dave
or
Meltzer
so?
would say, 5 stars, buddy.
It couldn't have been much worse.
No, it was sloppy, to say the least. But
Sloppy
there you go.
Joe.
AJ Styles picks up the victory, and he will be moving on to tonight's final match. So AJ Styles getting into the final, and then we see the announcers plug Sheamus, Lashley, and Austin Theory. We then get highlights of what's been happening with the Bloodline. I mean, do they not think we're seeing the Bloodline versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens enough? Why do they really need to show us more highlights packages?
Down.
Well, do they though?
No, they don't.
I'm sick of this. We have seen it for fucking 6 months.
I'm just glad tonight we got a different match announced.
It's the same bloody shit though. No, but I mean,
It's a wee bit better.
I know, but how many times have we seen this? I just don't think we constantly need to see all these replays.
No, we don't.
But
Because we've got nothing else. Reigns hasn't been there since fucking Mania, so what else could they show for him?
like, see when Austin was thinging with McMahon, I don't remember them showing stuff that was happening 4 months ago. They would maybe show something that actually really epic that happened the week before,
Yep.
but they wouldn't show the entire feud for the last 6 months. But I mean, I guess this is WWE just trying to, I don't know if they're trying to waste time or just trying to bore us to death. I don't know.
Well, they're working on that, man. They're doing pretty good.
We get match number 2. Sheamus comes out. He comes out first, so big up Sheamus. Then we cut to like a commercial. We come back to the commercial, and Bobby Lashley is already in the ring. Bobby Lashley is posing on the middle rope, and then Austin Theory comes out. So we get Theory, Lashley, and Sheamus. And again, we've seen Theory versus Lashley so many times. This just felt like I was watching.
You know what's
Raw.
funny though, right? I don't recall one botch in this. I mean, maybe say Lashley busting open's a botch, but the match just felt dead and nowhere near as good as the first match, despite the first match being awful.
I know, but I mean, hold on. Taker versus Goldberg was botch-filled shit, but I enjoyed it. I don't care
It
what
wasn't
people
that
say.
bad, was it?
What?
Was the first match that bad?
No, but what, did you not like Goldberg Taker?
Funny enough.
I'd watch it back. Like, I wish it was on tonight's show. Get them at it. Make it a 405 way. Anyway, Bobby Lashley gets his head busted open. We get to see a lot of blood. He's crawling about the ringside, bleeding like a pig. And then he gets in the ring. And I just don't get this. He gets in the ring. Sheamus hits the brogue kick on A-Town down Austin Theory. Then Bobby Lashley throws Sheamus out of the ring and he pins Austin Theory 1, 2, 3. And I get it. You could say, well, he's done to Austin Theory what Austin Theory done to him. He stole a victory. But for me, this just made Bobby Lashley look a bit weak. The fact that he had to win the match from another guy's maneuver. This is Bobby fucking Lashley, for God's sake. He should be able to win the match, hitting his own finisher, hitting his own moves. He shouldn't need to capitalise on somebody else.
Yes, but the whole feud with him and Theory is that Theory's outsmarted him doing all this stuff. I actually enjoyed that ending to the match.
No, but that's because it's Austin Theory. He's smaller. He's
Yeah, but is it not like a good
Austin-
is it not a comeuppance that Bobby Lashley used it against him?
I don't think so. So hold on. Would you say the same thing about Brock Lesnar?
What?
Let's say take Bobby Lashley and replace it with Brock Lesnar.
Well, how many times did Reigns screw Lesnar? See if Lesnar fucking hired his bloodline as a retarded family to come in and they battered Reigns and he got the pin. Do you think Brock would care?
Alright, whatever. I personally thought it was shit having Bobby Lashley, you know what I mean, the Dominator. Oh, Bobby Lashley, what's that? Oh, he has to bloody take underhanded tactics to win this match. But Bobby Lashley wins. He moves on to tonight's main event. And by the way, I can't remember Wrestle Headlines is saying we're getting Lashley versus Edge tonight. I actually thought...
I'll tell you what.
I think you're right.
Sheamus.
I thought he pinned Sheamus. Because I'm pretty sure that's the whole point of him stealing Theory's win would be to pin Sheamus.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't make sense if he pins Theory because then he's not really stealing a win away from Theory. Look, guys, I'm pretty sure Lashley pinned Theory after Theory hit the A-Town down on Sheamus. But you know what? This SmackDown was shit, and I'm trying to not remember what happened. So if I got it wrong, I apologise.
Grayson Waller up next.
Grayson Waller bursts into Adam Pearce's locker room.
Adam Pearce says, this is what according to plan, a former champion's taking on a former champion. They're all former champions, bar Austin Theory.
Yeah, who basically used the Money in the Bank briefcase to cash in for the US title, so he may as well be a former champ. Grayson Waller says that he was drafted a little bit too late, but Pierce can make up to him tonight if he gives him. I thought he was going to say, if you give me the winner, I face the winner for a shot at the title, but instead he goes, if you let the winner appear on the Grayson Waller effect next week.
Yeah, it just makes him look stupid.
This makes him look like a fucking bum. Why not challenge the winner? No, I just want him to appear on my talk show.
5 matches tonight. Forgot about this one.
Oh, well, it was very forgettable. Cameron Grimes versus Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin makes fun of Cameron Grimes for being drafted last. He says in 2 minutes' time you're going to be flat on your back and staring up at the lights, wishing you were back in NXT. And then about 10 seconds later, it is Baron Corbin on his back, looking up, wishing that he was wearing a white shirt with fucking egg stains running down it, because that is pretty much the same stage where Baron Corbin is at. And I mean, we already had this broke Baron Corbin that couldn't win a match, that couldn't get money, that couldn't provide for his family, was a broken man. I mean, is that not pretty much
I'm a broken man watching this.
No, but is that not pretty much what they're fucking doing again? Like, they're repeating the same shit. The only difference is he's not wearing a white shirt with ketchup stains.
He's a free agent.
Oh, yeah. Big money free agent Baron Corbin. Well, at least he won't run out of money this time because he's getting booked by Wwe Smackdown. There you go. But yeah, Cameron Grimes picks up a win, and I know they think this is impressive, but really the guy comes out, doesn't get to say anything, and he beats a bum in about 5 seconds. It's not, it's not really the massive debut that we were
Cameron Grimes
expecting, but reach for the moon. I think that's the
Bloodline down there.
Anyway, up next, Bloodline come out. Roman Reigns comes in, he talks about greatness and how you need to acknowledge him, and it was pretty boring, to be honest. He just repeated the same crap that he always does.
I thought he botched a bit, right? I feel like when he's on about, you guys dedicated the tag title match to me. I'm not a tag team, but so what?
Yeah, so you can't dedicate any sort of victory to somebody. So I mean, like, I mean, if the Hardy Boys dedicate their winning the tag titles to their dead dad, is fucking Tony Khan going to come out and make a major announcement and go, nah, you can't dedicate the tag title wins to your dad because he wasn't a tag wrestler? I mean, what was this?
I didn't even go down the line of here. You can only dedicate if you win. Not if you fucking lose.
Yeah, that would have been it. But then he took offence to the fact that you dedicated that match to me. I'm not a tag team wrestler. Well, you used to be in the Shield, you fucking donut. So deal with it. You're tag team champs in that, you prick.
And he's in a tag team match
with Solo Sikoa. So yeah, you're right. He totally contradicts himself.
He's a two.
Now he's a tag team. He probably will be a tag team champion.
He's gonna have 4 fucking belts.
And then when he left,
wait, how many belts? 4. He's gonna have 6 belts because. So Sky ain't going to carry the other 2.
And he looked at the World Heavyweight Championship when he was leaving.
So he's going to have 7?
Yeah, and then he says Solo fixes the problems. Oh, the Matt Riddle problem. I mean Solo's just he beat a couple of people up, but I don't get it. I mean, how can Roman Reigns be, like, praising Solo Sikoa, yet he's willing to bury the guys that held the tag title for 600 days? And the guys that have basically kept him as champion for most of this run.
Maybe he's scared of Solo Sikoa.
Yeah, Solo's come in lately, and he's contributed, but I mean, without the Usos, Reigns would not be where he is. Who was it that helped him retain against Brock Lesnar? I seem to remember that being the Usos. Anyway, yeah, Roman Reigns makes the announcement, and it's going to be, well, he forces an apology to Jimmy. Jimmy doesn't give him one, though. Jimmy starts laughing. Looks like we're going to get Jimmy versus Reigns here, but Jey Uso steps in and apologises on behalf of him and his brother. So Reigns is like, right, that's it. They ask for one more chance. Reigns says, yeah, the titles will be coming over to the Bloodline, but it won't be them. Paul Heyman announces that it's going to be Solo and Reigns at the pay-per-view Night of Champions. And you know what? It's not like we get to see Roman Reigns. See the fact that Roman Reigns barely wrestles anymore and he barely shows up at pay-per-views? I don't think they can afford to have Roman Reigns wrestle at a pay-per-view and not defend the World Universal title.
No, I think you're right. But who's he against? Who could he be against? There's nobody.
Well, that's it. I mean,
you can remember that Jimmy Uso.
Maybe, but I thought they were going to put one of the Usos with Solo, and I felt like that would I guess contribute to trying to push the Usos away and maybe try and split them and cause a rift. I thought that's what they were going to do, but no, they've just went with Reigns and Solo, and Reigns ain't going to lose.
No,
So I mean,
they're winning.
only maybe Solo would lose, but then again, if Solo loses, then is he going to kick them all out? Is there going to be no bloodline left?
But if Solo loses, it's still a loss for Reigns.
True. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we have.
Maybe there'll be a DQ and they win.
Maybe the Usos cost them or something.
No, they're not losing.
Anyway, that was that. Just a really, really long segment, and I guess we understand why now nobody got entrances. But you know what? I mean, holy crap. We got fucking entrances for, damage control, for God's sake. I mean, surely they should have cut that entrance and gave the entrances to people that matter, like AJ Styles.
This match is awful though, this tag match, because see like all the choreographed stuff with the title and all Io Sky on the apron, it's so fucking false and so obviously scripted, isn't it? Nothing flows.
Seeing you look at wrestling back in the day, like, I mean, you literally, see if you didn't know, see unless you were none the wiser, you did not know it was fake. See if you were watching wrestling, if you'd never heard of wrestling, right, and you were watching, you turned SmackDown on tonight for the first time, you'd be like, why was that person standing there in the perfect spot on the apron waiting for their tag team partner to collide into them?
Exactly.
Nothing looks natural, nothing flows, it's all phony, fake, choreographed shit, but they're choreographing it really badly. So, yeah, nah.
The tag titles are retained.
Yeah, Liv Morgan, and I cannot stand Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez.
No.
Honestly, I mean, it's not even been a year. It's been about 6 months since Liv Morgan was champion and feuding with Ronda Rousey. And she was supposed to be, getting this big push. And this is Liv Morgan now, a top woman on the roster. And now she's just in a throwaway. And I know she's the tag champions, but it doesn't mean shit. Anybody can be tag champions. Fucking Damage Control were tag champs, and look at them.
How could be tag champs? Come on.
No, but it's just, they can't see as soon as somebody, especially in the women's division, see as soon as someone loses the belts, they just go into mid-card mediocrity.
Yep, there's no protection.
As soon as she finished that...
What if you're of a certain stature, you disappear? There's no in between.
I think that's why Charlotte Flair disappears.
Yeah.
It's like, I think they want to keep her strong, and she's like, well, I'm not going to be jobbing out in the mid-card battle, so anytime I'm not champion or anytime I'm not involved in the title picture, I'll just disappear.
Now let's move on. This is boring the tits clean off me.
Fuck me, is the review that bad?
No, tell them about them.
Alright, fair enough. We come back for the break. We see the Usos are no happy. They're walking backstage. They come across the LWO, the two shite members of the LWO, Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro. Selena Vega's there as well, sporting the Puerto Rico colours. And honestly, I can't believe some people think Selena Vega should be champion just because she's from Puerto Rico. Is that really the fucking mentality we're going to go down? I mean, no, come on.
Well, I mean, I can understand that more rather than Bully Ray saying, "Oh, well, because of 9/11."
Well, should Austin, if they had like, I don't know, Valentine's Day Massacre in Puerto Rico, should Austin have lost the belt to Savio Vega? Savio Vega.
Savio Vega does what Savio Vega does, my friend.
Anyway, I wonder if there's any relation between Vega and Vega.
There ain't. I looked
up. Why didn't they pretend there is?
Because who would give a fuck?
I don't know. Does that not make Selena Vega a little bit more over if she's related to Savio? No, it would be over if Scott Steiner just came out and called him a bunch of spicks.
God damn it, Scotty.
Anyway, let's move on. Rey Mysterio and...
it's going to be the bloodline against Ray and Escobar.
Fuck, who's going to win that? Escobar says that, the Usos, just because your daddy doesn't love you anymore, or something like that. I think he called him daddy, didn't he?
Rikishi likes them very much.
So there you go. That's it. They storm off, unhappy.
It's main event time.
I mean, see if we did get the Usos versus... If you got the bloodline versus the LWO, I mean, could you even have that? Would anybody honestly believe the LWO have a fucking chance of winning that?
Nope. Well, I wouldn't.
Anyway, let's go. We, Pretty Deadly announced themselves to the Brawl Brutes backstage. Sheamus insults them after they make fun of Butch and Ridge Holland. Sheamus asks them which one is Pretty and which one is Deadly. And honestly, this doesn't even get a reaction from Pretty Deadly. They kind of just ignore it as if It was crap for Sheamus, and to be honest, it kind of was.
As if it was. It was awful.
Then they walk off. I don't know what they're doing. They're trying to get signatures, or they're trying to name all the people on Smack. I think they're trying to name everybody on the SmackDown roster, put names to faces. But it's like, could you imagine that back in the day? It's like, oh, who's this? Who's this bald guy with the goatee and the world title wrapped over his shoulder? I mean, oh, your name's Stone. No, but like, I mean, what were they even doing here? And then they walk off, and Sheamus is like, pretty deadly, huh? Well, guess we'll find out. I mean...
no, I'll tell you it's pretty deadly. Bianca Belair, Asuka segment.
Next week it's going to be Fight Night. Anyway, yeah.
It's a fuck, right? Just talk about the next segment.
Oh, aye, because no one cares about Pretty Deadly and Sheamus, but they all care about Bianca Belair.
No, who said? I didn't say that.
Bianca Belair comes out ready for championship celebration. Unfortunately for us, this is the longest reigning Raw Women's Championship history ever. So yeah, that sucks. They spend about 10 minutes getting the ring ready. They get balloons, they get pillars, they get all these, like, they got like the mat or whatever. It's like a robe, or not a robe. It's like not a carpet, it's like a red fucking carpet.
Man, did you get that one there?
VIP carpet. Bianca Belair is celebrating. She doesn't even say a word, she's just like showing off. And then Asuka comes out, debuting a new attire, debuting new music. Didn't even know it was Asuka at first. It took us about 10 seconds to actually realise who it was. I was expecting Tamina or somebody crap like that to come out.
Why? Because Asuka's brilliant, isn't she? Definitely not something crap. Tamina's better than Asuka. Are you buying that? Because I certainly ain't buying that. Who could have come out here that honestly made this alright? No one. Not a hope in hell. Asuka what she comes out wearing Braun Strowman's red fucking chinos, and I'm supposed to care? I'm supposed to be sitting at the edge of my seat at what, 20 to 3 on a Saturday early morning? No, not a hope in hell. And then Belair's looking at her. What is this? Belair doesn't say anything. Asuka doesn't say anything. Oh, I got to shake your hand, Belair. Oh, are you, Asuka? And then she just like spits in her face, and you get the worst acting ever.
I mean, Bianca Belair was acting as if she had like acid or something sprayed on her face.
Yeah.
It was a fucking blue mist.
Like Triple H when he get bit by the rattlesnake, even though he pretended.
Yeah, and
that warrant stuff.
And then she's screaming, and she's like, just being over dramatic. And then, like, we go backstage when we come back for the break, and she's still acting dramatic while she's been treated by, like, doctors, and she's just like, ah! And, like, throwing her arms about like an absolute weapon. It's like, what the actual fuck is this? She's had the miss before. Like, I'm not saying it's a nice thing to take, but she's literally acting like she's dying here.
Yeah.
But it's weird. It's like, it's like she's like having like a temper tantrum that it's like someone says to their 6-year-old kid, no, you're not allowed any toys today. Yeah. They're in the dollar store wanting some toys, and they're like, no, you've already had a toy, and they're throwing their arms up. That's what it was like. It was fucking retarded, man. It was ridiculous. But here, that's Bianca Belair for you, and it just makes you wonder: was this segment even fucking necessary? They take away all these entrances for the big world title tournament matches, and then they waste 10 minutes doing this crap, and it actually. It did nothing. It achieved nothing.
Belair's on SmackDown all of 2 weeks, and it's done.
Yeah,
it's as stale as she was on Raw.
We then see AJ Styles warming up backstage. Commercial. We come back in the ring. Bobby Lashley has got the exact same fucking entrance as he did in the first match. As soon as we come back, he's already in the ring on the middle apron posing, and AJ Styles is already standing there. So again, AJ's getting like the unknown jobber entrance here. And the funniest thing is, AJ actually goes on to win the match. So AJ Styles tonight wins both matches, gets to the final of the new World Heavyweight Championship tournament, and he didn't even get a fucking entrance. I mean, what is this?
Yeah, I don't know what this is. See, back in the day, man, you had...
Well, you tell me Austin... When did Austin never not get an entrance?
Exactly. Fuck it, I mean, Owen Hart died and they gave him an entrance. But
it's like, I mean, not getting an entrance is a sign of being a fucking nobody.
No, you're right.
Anytime you see somebody not getting an entrance, you just know they're cannon fodder. You know that they're literally about to get jobbed out. Yeah, AJ Styles tonight didn't get an entrance in either match, and he wins.
Honestly.
Bobby Lashley's head got busted back open up in this match, and then...
No, but what's the excuse for not giving them it? They weren't... It's not like the show was over on time. They went into this main event, right, with about 18 minutes to go. Why couldn't they go, here, we'll give you entrances, but just cut like a minute and a half, 2 minutes off your match?
Especially with Lashley having that sort of injury anyway. It's like, I mean, why would they want him to wrestle even longer? But again, the whole thing's just garbage. AJ then hits Lashley with a knee to the face into the corner. And I don't know, it was in the first match, Lashley got thrown into steel steps and it was this like weird fucking dink. It was like such an incredible sound. But anyway, AJ hits a phenomenal forearm, 1, 2, 3, and AJ wins.
But guess what? He's not going to win the title because the OC came out and they are just damn awful, man. Seth Rollins is winning. Do you see any world where AJ Styles can win this belt?
No, because I mean AJ Styles is at the title. He's looking at the title, and then the OC come out from behind and hug him, and you just realise, oh yeah, AJ Styles is with the OC. So I'm like, what chance does they have? I mean, never has a guy went from winning 2 big matches to feeling like an absolute mid-carder in about 2 seconds.
Maya Yim, what's going on there? And Luke Gallows and Carl. What is Triple H doing bringing these people back? But Triple H knows how to book a wrestling show. He couldn't fucking run a bath. Trips is dog meat. Everything about this show was, you know what? It was so simple. Only a retard could have fucked this up. You had a tournament, right?
On paper, it looked good.
Yeah. And Reigns was awful, contradicting himself. I wish Jimmy Uso, like I said, I don't know, man. It's just everything about it.
Why are you dedicating that match to me? I'm not a tag team player. 2 minutes later, teaming up with Solo Sikoa to take on the tag team champions.
It's always the same shit, it's just berating the Usos.
Yeah. The Usos should just fucking turn on him and be like, look, you bastard, if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't have that belt.
I said, right, why not mention the DUIs? Why not go a bit edgy? Instead of talking about, here, remember, see these Samoans that I'm claiming are Hall of Famers? Aye, we're dedicating the match to them. They're fucking pish. See, unless it's Rikishi and The Rock, who cares? Or Rosie.
3-minute warning.
The rest of them are pish, and here's your 1 second warning. Good night.